Hello and welcome back to TCG Dreamland. We're on box 2 of our case of Flesh and Blood. Let's get right into this. These packs are really weird. There's so from the back, you got rare or better, then you got a foil, and then right before the foil is like a wild card slot. Because I've gotten all kinds of different stuff in that slot. That's where our cold foil was. That's where we pulled a legendary in the last video. It was in that wild card slot. We've also gotten, foil. I think we got multiple foil rares in that slot. We've gotten rares and majestics in that slot. It seems like if you get stuff that's really good, because both our legendary and our cold foil were in that wild card slot right before your guaranteed foil slot. So, all right, let's get right into this. Dynasty, I'm having a great time. Fab 2.0, oh wow, starting off. Foil Majestic, is that the wildcard slot? That is the wildcard slot. We got a Foil Majestic in the wildcard slot. Very nice. Surgical Extraction. Is that a reprint? I remember a card by the name Surgical Extraction, but it may have been a Magic the Gathering card, I'm not sure. Oh, and another Majestic, a double Majestic pack to start off the video. Very cool. Deadeye. Very cool. All right, so looking for a cold foil, looking for hopefully a Marvel. That would be cool. Our last box did not have a Marvel. Hopefully we can get a Marvel in this one. Rare Shred, Foil Common, and then a Blessing of Aether and a Blessing of Patience. Oh, my hand is slightly out of frame. I need to remember that. Raise the cards up a little bit more. I like to look at the cards, with my own eyes and not through the camera viewfinder. So I need to remember to look at the actual card every now and then. So nothing in that wildcard slot. A lot of times the wildcard slot is just a regular common because you can't have something amazing in every pack. So most packs, the wildcard slot is actually just a regular common. But that slot is where you get the really cool stuff, it looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next slot after this one's the wild card. This one was just a regular common. Foil common. Oh, that's a really cool looking artwork though. Water glow lanterns. Very cool looking. Some very good artwork in this. This card I think is actually really good. I was looking at prices very briefly, and for a rare, that card was actually really expensive. But maybe market prices have come down by the time this video comes out. Maybe it's only like 20 cents now. If you went to TCG Player and it's like 20 cents, let me know in the comments. Puncture, foil common, first rare, and Majestic, there we go. Spectral Procession. Very cool. Our last box had a lot of mythics. We had, what was it, 8 regular mythics, 1 foil mythic. So we had 9 mythics in addition to our cold foil and the legendary, which I think the legendary is always in addition to your normal hits. I think legendaries are, because they're in the wild card slot, I think legendaries are always in addition to the normal number of majestics you get. So that's not surprising, but just the fact that we got 11 hits in one box, that's really cool. I think Fab 2.0 is actually doing a very good job. They found out, they made a mistake and they've corrected. They're doing a great job again. Flesh and Blood, it's a great game. It has a large player base, which is, I think the player base was their #1 priority, which is the reason that boxes in value actually tanked for a while, because they were focusing so much on the player base that they actually kind of destroyed the value of the product. But now they've corrected, and the game is actually very good now. The boxes have a lot of value. The gameplay is still good. The cards are still available. And I think Flesh and Blood is in a really good place right now, which is why I've started opening it again on the channel. There was a while where I was like, ooh, maybe Flesh and Blood isn't so great. And I think part of it was that they just kind of started releasing sets less often. Is that our cold foil? I think that's a rainbow foil. Okay, so not our cold foil. If it was a cold foil, the border would be cold foil. Okay, so not our cold foil, luckily, because that was a common. All right, rare and another rare. So we've not gotten a cold foil or a majestic yet, or not a majestic, a Marvel. I've still not seen a Marvel in person. I only opened one box of Uprising, and it was a terrible box. And this is my second box of Dynasty that I'm opening now. All right, a foil common, Blessing of Patience, and Reincarnate. Oop, now I'm out of frame again. Need to remember that. Yeah, I think Flesh and Blood is in a really good spot right now. There's value for LGSs, there's value for players, both in the actual value of the cards as well as just the game is fun. And it's a well-designed game. It's unique from other games, you know. Foil rare, Aether Quickening, Blessing of Aether, Majestic, Mind Warp. That's a crazy looking artwork. That guy's hand has an eye on it. Man, that is some kind of weird fever dream. That card. All right, another thing I like about Flesh and Blood is 10-card packs. Because usually for all these boxes that I open, I sell all the bulk myself on TCG Player. I, sort it alphabetically, post it on TCG Player, sell it, put the orders together myself. So, ooh, another foil Majestic. That's our second foil Majestic of the box. So I kind of like having less bulk to post, less bulk to sort and post. Because frankly, one of the things that I really don't like about Flesh and Blood, which is actually a core mechanic of the game, and I understand that it is integral. It's an integral part of the game, but it just makes sorting bulk way harder, is that there's 3 pitches for every common and uncommon. And some rares actually have multiple pitches as well. And that it's like, so you have 3 pitches for every card, and then you have a foil of every card. So every card has 6 versions of it, and it just makes it a real pain when you're trying to post all the bulk on TCG Player. So I understand that that is an integral part of the game. That's not going to change. But that's just, my gripe as someone who sells singles. But I think the game itself is really good. Wow, these boxes have so many Majestics. Majestics kind of just seem less rare. Like, because we're even getting more Majestics than Uprising, which was also a Fab 2.0 set. Fab 2.0, quote unquote. That was the first Fab 2.0 set. And we're getting even more Mythics, or not Mythic, Majestics. We're getting even more Majestics than Uprising. But the other thing is that because this is a supplementary set. Because usually the regular sets have 15 cards. Supplementary sets have 10-card packs. So are we just getting more hits because it's a supplementary set? We'll have to see. Only time will tell. Are we supposed to be getting this many Majestics? Is that because... Yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure there's some of you watching that know a lot more about Flesh and Blood than I do. All right. Hyperdriver, common foil, Scramble Pulse, Majestic, Diabolic Ultimatum. We had a foil one of those in the last box. Diabolic Ultimatum. No cold foil yet. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed cold foil in every box. So we've not gotten our cold foil yet. Right, Shred, that was a yellow. Oh, so I think that rare has multiple pitches. Shield Wall, common rare. Hornet Sting, Ranger equipment, specific to Rangers. Flex Claws, a ninja action, all right. There it is. There's our cold foil. See if we can get the light on it. It's kind of hard to see. My lighting is not set up great for Flesh and Blood, I guess. This is a cold foil. Cold foil rare. I'll take it. We'll do it like that. Common foil, Blessing of Occult, and a Majestic. Out of frame again. Heat Seeker. I swear I do this for a living. I'm not usually this bad at it. I had to move the camera because my background for Flesh and Blood isn't as wide as my background for Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. Because for the background of Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, I actually use the Elite Trainer box / bundle boxes, and it's actually quite a bit larger than for... I might have to do 5. I think if I do 5 booster boxes, that's a foil rare. Cool. Foil common. So that was our wildcard slot, had a foil rare. Drill Shot, Blessing of Ingenuity. Yeah, I think I might have to do 5 boxes side by side, and then it would be about the same width as 4 Elite Trainer boxes. But anyways, yeah, my excuse for why I keep having the cards out of frame is because I have the camera scooted in a different position than usual because my background is smaller. All right, common, rare, and rare. No, I don't believe we've gotten a Majestic yet. I think Majestics are always cold foil, aren't they? I mean, all the Majestics, or not Majestics, but Miracles? No. What am I thinking of? The word is escaping me right now. I've already said it like 5 times in the video. Marvel. I think all the Marvels are cold foil, aren't they? Or am I just ignorant? Because I think Uprising, the Marvels were cold foil. Spellfray gloves, interesting. All right, so we have 8 Majestics and a cold foil. That looks to be pretty average for, or that's what used to be average. I think our last box may have just been extremely good because we had 11 hits, which is very unusual for other sets, and it appears that that's unusual for this set now as well because this box was very average pull rates. So I think our last box was actually just insane. All right, rare in the wild card. Nyx the Nimble. Oh, are there 2 wildcard slots? So I think we've gotten rares in the slot before the wildcard slot several times now. Another Majestic. Dust from the Golden Plains. We'll put that one there, I guess. So that actually brings us to 10 hits overall. 9 Majestics. And then our cold foil. Rare Spider's Bite. A foil Majestic. Wow, okay, so I think these boxes just have more Majestics because now we're up to 11 hits in this box again. And that one was foil. So we've gotten how many? Did we get 3 foil Majestics in this box? That's really good. Yeah, maybe they're just doing more hits in Dynasty now. I think they might just be doing more hits. Because that brings us up to 11. 3 of them being foil Majestics. All right, this is our last pack. Probably nothing in it. Yeah, nothing in it. All right, so, wow, here's our cold foil. Ornate Tessin. Both of our cold foils have just been rares. Not sure if you can get cold foils that are of lower rarity than rare. Both of ours have been rare. I've not watched any other people's openings. I'm opening these on release day. I've not watched anyone else open Dynasty, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments, can you get cold foils in this set that are less of a lesser rarity? Commons, I guess the only rarity less would be common. Can you get common cold foils in Dynasty? That's the question. Let me know in the comments. We got 3 foil Majestics in this box. Very nice. All right, so I have 2 more Dynasty boxes. Subscribe if you want to see those. I'll see you guys in the next video.